Hey everyone, welcome to Wandering Art. Today we are making a bowl and tray made out of dried strawberries and rose gold leaf. So this is my huge bag of all my leafing. I've got gold, rose gold, silver, copper. Some of it is real, some of it is imitation. I just put it all together on separate sides of the bag. These are the strawberries. I baked these strawberries the same way I baked the oranges. You cut them into very, very thin slices, and then I baked them in a silicone baking pan for about 3 hours. You'll be able to tell because they will be crispy and you won't be able to see any moisture on them anymore. So this little tray mold is new. It is just a flat little 6 by 4-inch tray mold. It came with a circle and a heart that are also on the smaller side but bigger than a general coaster. So I want to tell you guys that I did make 2 mistakes making this tray. And this is one of my bigger mistakes right here. You see how I put the tray, or I put the fruit in the tray first and then poured the resin. I just didn't think that it would be a big deal, but it definitely was. I had got some holes on the back of this tray where the strawberries are because there was air under them, and I didn't get any resin under the strawberry. Now, see, with my orange, I had bubbles, but I put a thin layer of resin down first, and then I put the orange on top, and I did not have this problem. So I think you should always lay resin down completely first, and then put fruit or whatever it is that you're putting into it on top. Never try and do it like this. I was just having them in there for the placement, and I didn't think it mattered, and I'm here to let you know that it does matter. Always put your resin down first. So this is the first layer, and it's just the strawberries and the rose gold, and I'm just kind of pushing it all around. And then the second layer, which you're about to see, it's looking really great already. I couldn't tell that there were the holes, and now I'm putting down the second layer. The second big mistake that I did was that when that first layer was curing, it had probably been like 3 hours. I picked up this whole tray and I moved it like 6 feet away to a window so that I could look at it in the sunlight. I was excited because it's a new tray, the new tray mold, and then the strawberries. I wanted to kind of see what they were looking like in the resin. Never, ever, ever move your mold, especially if it's something flat like this, because I did get ripples in the resin, and you will see what I mean when I show it to you. But if you move something in the middle of the curing process, your resin is not going to look entirely clear. You're going to be able to see little ripples in the resin. I know that it can be really hard to leave something alone, especially if it's a new mold or it's something that you're really excited about or something you're trying for the first time, but always remember that to let your resin cure properly, you want to leave it alone and leave it covered for 24 hours. So here is the finished product. I'm very, very happy with it, even if it does have ripples and the little holes on the back. I'm not mad at the holes on the back. I think that they give it this cute little character thing. What I would do is fill those holes with the tiny bit of resin, not enough to fill it up so that I have to sand it and recoat it, just enough to coat the back of the strawberries so that there's not air getting to these strawberries over time. The ripples, I'm not sure whether I can fix those just because I think that the ripples are on the first layer. I don't believe they're on the second layer. I think that they're on the first, and that means that I've already put a top coat over it and you can still see it. If it is in the second layer, I don't remember moving it, but I might have moved it, I'm not sure. And no, I do not think it was from my torch, just because I barely used any heat on this, and I used my torch on my orange coasters. I used them on a custom coaster set of clear and silver leaf that I just made, and I have never had this problem. So I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I think it was because I moved it on the first layer. And you can see the ripples on both sides. So here are the holes that I was talking about. Um, I don't think that They don't really bother me just because this is going to be the back of the tray, and if I attach the little bowl to it, then you're not really going to be looking at the back of the tray. It's going to be sitting upright most of the time. But like I said, I would fill the holes with just a tiny bit of resin. So the last thing that I might do to get this tray ready, it wasn't super sharp coming out of this mold, especially since it was almost filled completely to the top, but I may sand the just the edges, not the side, not the top, not the bottom, just the little edge there where the top of the mold was. But that is all. This is done, and I don't know if I'm even going to sand it since I'm going to keep this for myself. Let me know if you guys liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more artwork. We've got more fruit coming, and I'm working on some sticker projects as well. So hopefully you guys will stick around and check that out. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will have strawberry drying instructions listed in the description, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!